Good evening, I'm Marysilla Kellerton with TVWAN News. In this edition, decentralization of government, cancer awareness, and new cricket pitch for Kapari. Last week, the PNG National Research Institute, under its Autonomy and Decentralization Project, held a two-day conference in Port Moresby on decentralization of government in PNG. Among the many insightful and well-researched presentations was Michael Kabuni's on the ineffective dual role of Papua New Guinean members of parliament. According to Michael Kabuni's research paper on the ineffective dual role of PNG MPs and why it matters, the former political science lecturer at UPNG highlights the reforms of the Organic Law on Provincial Government in 1995 and the creation of the District Development Authority in 2014. Kabuni argues that the creation of the DDA has resulted in the shifted focus of MPs from their national duties to those of service delivery instead. Kabuni emphasized that managing these dual roles has not been easy, and by focusing on local needs, the MPs have neglected their national responsibilities. Thus, the call to action for MPs to focus on national priorities as PNG faces crisis on all fronts. On the final day of the two-day conference, an open session was fixed to give opportunity to provincial governors and MPs to openly share their views on autonomy. This platform was not utilized as none of them were present. Dr. Thomas Webster, the lead for the Autonomy and Decentralization Project, expressed that it was unfortunate.
As I said, we have all the records, and we will go back and ever spend some hours sorting these things through and capturing some of the key points as we think are important. But what we would like to do is give you the opportunity also to highlight some of the things that you feel are important in each of those conversations that you've heard and you know that has struck you as very important, that you would like to see captured in the report.
The discussion from the two-day conference will be tabled for submission to the government for consideration. Prime Minister James Marape has opened a new state-of-the-art accident and emergency facility for Hela Hospital at the cost of 10 million kina. The new wing is part of the return investment into the province by Oil Search and continued by Santos investing 8 million kina into the facility.
Prime Minister James Marape was in Hela province recently to open the new accident and emergency wing for the Hela Hospital. The new emergency wing is an 8-bed inpatient ward that will help in increasing the standard in the quality of care offered to patients and sets the pace for the hospital's redevelopment. Hela Hospital serves the entire province, and information from the Provincial Health Authority states the hospital treats up to 3,000 patients a month, 300 of which are seen or admitted through the A&E department. The upgrade of the facility is part of the return investment in the province by Oil Search, continued by Santos, and is demonstrative of the value of great public-private partnership in service delivery to the local people. Prime Minister Marape commended Oil Search and Santos for initiating and continuing the partnership. Meantime, the Prime Minister also led the groundbreaking for the new provincial hospital, with 310 million kina. Prime Minister Marape says, with the refocus on health service delivery in the country, Hela Provincial Hospital is among 5 other provincial hospitals approved for immediate development. Others include Gulf, West New Britain, Southern Highlands, Western and Central. Susan Oriape, TVWAN News.
South Pacific Brewery has reaffirmed its support to the 2022 Tufi Tapa and Tattoo Festival in Port Moresby today. The brewer has been supporting this cultural event since 2018 and has backed the event with a 10,000 kina sponsorship. COVID-19 pandemic has affected many sponsors' events, and the Tapa Festival for 2001 was deferred. It will be hosted this year. Present to witness the presentation was member for EGV Richard Masere.
It's a fantastic platform to showcase culture, to showcase tradition. And I think the other good thing about this particular festival is the governance around it.
So when we launched the culture show in 2018, SP was one of those corporate businesses that quickly partnered with us because they saw the value in protecting our culture, promoting our culture and marketing our culture to not only within Papua New Guinea but also to the world market. And over these last 4 years we were fortunate to see that the support of SP, and because of their support we've seen the culture show grow.
This is TV1 News. Stay tuned for more after the break. Welcome back. In November 2021, 12-year-old Ugava was diagnosed with osteogenic sarcoma or bone cancer, and by December that year, he was admitted to the Port Moresby Children's Oncology Ward under the care of Dr. Gwenda Anga and her team. Jan Ugava's family hosted a dine and wine event to raise funds for treatment in Brisbane, Australia, while also raising awareness on childhood cancer in the country.
Every 3 minutes, a child is diagnosed with cancer worldwide, and young Ugava is one of about 60 children who are admitted to the PMGH ward every year with different types of cancer. However, a good number of childhood cancers, if recognized and treated early, have good outcomes. Ugava's father, Tau Ugava, with the support of friends, family and co-workers, hosted a dinner with the theme Dine and Wine for a Cause for his son's fight against bone cancer.
2 weeks ago, I wasn't sure if we could even sell 5 tables. Tonight, I can't contain my satisfaction that we have filled this room to almost full capacity. The purpose of this event is twofold. Firstly, it is to raise funds that will go towards medical costs overseas for my son, Ugava. Secondly, it is an opportunity to raise awareness on childhood cancer in our local hospitals and highlight the main challenges that face patients and their parents.
Tao said his son has just completed his 3rd cycle and are showing positive results. However, he needs to acquire medical treatment in Brisbane, Australia.
There's about 3 types of surgery available, and the doctors have recommended a procedure called limb salvage.
Dr. Gwenda Anga, in her remarks during the dinner, says Ugava is blessed to have a very dedicated and strong network of family and friends who have been with him and will be supporting him through his journey, which is not going to be easy. She mentioned that PMGH, being the most equipped in terms of facilities, medical expertise, chemotherapy and supportive care within Papua New Guinea, receive referrals from all over PNG.
In its current state, this ward only has beds for patients, but we don't have a play area for these children, and we don't have a kitchen where, while the children are on treatment, their parents can prepare food for them.
Dr. Angus says that PMGH and the Health Department and various partners are working to improving service delivery so that diagnosis and treatment can be offered to children, that they may be closer to their families during these difficult times. Carol Kido Jr., TV1 News.
Meantime, family physician and president of the PNG Women Doctors Association, Dr. Linda Sirigoy, in his speech during Ugava's medical fundraising dinner, spoke on the impact on families and the Cancer Foundation's work. As the PNG Cancer Foundation Deputy Chair, she says cancer continues to be a global burden and there is about 19 million new cases annually. Last year, there was a record of about 10 million deaths, making it an ongoing issue the world over.
Having that diagnosis can just change your life overnight. But it's a time when the families pull together to support, you suddenly realize just how much strength it has. So I just wanted to just clarify, because sometimes a lot of people who are in a situation like young Ugaba look to the foundation for financial support for medical treatment. And unfortunately, the foundation is not there for that. So the main objective of the foundation is it's involved in a lot of the advocacy and education and awareness programs. And a lot of that is done through sponsorship from various very supporting partners who allow the foundation to be able to carry out its work. And we'll appreciate how important awareness is in getting message across to people about cancer.
The local level government presidents of Samarai Murua have called on the national government to hold back any plans for the development of the Jomad Passage in Milimbe waters until a full consultation takes place with the provincial government, the LLG and the inhabitants of the Jomad Passage area. In a statement, presidents of the Samarai Murua local level government have called on the government to hold back any plans for the development of the Jomad Passage in Milimbe waters until a full consultation process takes place with the provincial government, the LLG and the inhabitants of the Jomad Passage area. The Jomad Passage is a mandatory pilotage and marine conservation area due to the marine life surrounding Jomad Island, which is diverse in nature and needs to be protected from the impacts of oil spills, marine debris, and physical harm caused by grounding of ships and vessels. The presidents added that the passage has long been a sensitive area for the people of Misima and Buana and the authorities must be careful and sensitive in managing developments and ensure the people are fully aware of what is happening. The presidents said they support the call by Milimbe Governor, the provincial government and the Louisiade People's Foundation for proper consultation. The call from the presidents to stop development comes in light of a public advertisement in the media calling for expression of interest for pilotage services at the Jomad Passage. The presidents demand that local owners partner with any pilotage company that will be given contracts. On Saturday, the Simbu community gathered to meet and greet NRL star Justin Olam. Olam unfortunately did not make it due to COVID-19 restrictions. Minister for Climate Change and Environment and member for True Ave, Wera Mori, said despite not having Olam around to meet the Simbu community, they are happy to know that he is not only representing his tribe, village, district and PNG, but Simbu province.
Our brand ambassador, for sports in PNG, not only for Chimbu, but for the entire country. For a superstar to come here would be great for the occasion. It will be an added bonus. But, it just so happens that the protocols would not allow him. And as such, this occasion is graced by very eminent, highly educated Chimbus. Highly educated Chimbus who I am sure that will basically make it happen for our people back in Kundiawa.
More stories. Sports is next. Stay with us. Thank you for staying with us on TVWAN News. The Kapari Cricket Association in the Central Province will soon have a new cricket pitch built in the village. The process has started with a small but significant MOU signing today between CPNG and Kapari Cricket Association executive.
Cricket PNG, in partnership with Australia and New Zealand, are committed to continue to roll out and install new cricket pitches at cricketing villages in NCD and Central Province. Today, Cricket PNG and Kapari Cricket Association signed a Memorandum of Understanding for the construction of a new cricket pitch to kickstart the process of reviving the code in their village. Cricket PNG competition manager Lakani Ola says the pitch rollout started in 2020 but was disrupted by the pandemic. Ola said Kapari will be the latest recipient of a new pitch and congratulated Kapari pitch coordinator Puana Agi and his team for reviving the passion for cricket within their locality.
So it's been a very good ride for Cricket PNG so far. It's supposed to have been finished in 2020, but because of the COVID, got delayed by about 2 or 3 years. So now we are very happy to continue with the project, and Kapari, as I said, will be Kapari Cricket Association, and with it will be the recipient of the 35th wicket in the country.
Agi thanked Cricket PNG and partners for showing their commitment in bringing cricket back to his village.
So the event took place on Saturday, and it went well. Obviously, all the villagers had enough to eat. But it went all well, and the signing went well as well. So it's a good, I can see a lot of future for Kapari as well. And hopefully we can see more games being held up there for the future.
Terry Long with TVWAN Sports.
The PNG Olympic Committee has announced Vavine Yore a successful recipient from PNG to be awarded the Commonwealth Women's Leadership Program Scholarship in 2022. Yore is among 25 women from the Commonwealth and the first in the country to be awarded the scholarship. The CWLP scholarship offers women in sport in the Commonwealth to access to cutting-edge opportunities that will empower them to become leaders in sport and within their communities. Yore expressed gratitude for the support for her successful nomination and looks forward to working with her mentors in promoting equality in communities and sport. The anticipated off-season Rugby League Challenge, the NCD Governors' Cup, kicked off last week in Port Moresby with the tournament played at Bava Park. About 58 teams have registered to participate in both the men and women's division.
The 14th edition of the NCD Governors' Cup, an annual off-season rugby league tournament, kicked off on Friday. The season will feature around 58 teams, 48 men's team and 10 women's team to participate in the Cup Challenge. The competition includes the 3 districts in Port Moresby with 12 teams each slotted into 2 pools. In boosting the level of the competition, each team in this year's Governors' Cup tournament is only allowing 3 players who have played in the Digicel Cup, Hunters and the Kumuls to participate. The tournament, after the 6th day, will go into playing its round-robin matches, with the remaining 3 days to feature the finals for the respective divisions. NCD Governor Powes Pakop is yet to confirm the prize money for the winning teams. Godwin Eki, TV1 Sports.
A 17-man squad has been announced to represent Morebay Hammerheads in the Invitational Sevens tournament in Port Moresby in a week's time. The team was selected from an initial 30-man training squad that went through an intense workout based on discipline, commitment and punctuality, apart from skill level, speed and agility. Morebay Rugby Union President Lionel Kamiak says the team also did beep tests to assess their fitness strength and conditioning levels. Apart from old hands, majority of the players will be marking their debut who are excited and looking forward to the tournament. The team will be coached by Joe Toylip and trainer Joseph Wamarpiri. And that ends the news tonight. Remember to apply the following simple measures to prevent a transmission of the coronavirus. Regularly wash your hands with soap and water. Cough or sneeze into your elbow. And exercise social distancing. If you are feeling sick, please stay at home. You can also call the COVID-19 hotline number for more information or assistance. Thanks for your company. Bye for now.